Alright, yeah, and welcome back to Rimworld Beta 18 in our lovely medieval times brewery. Well, hopefully soon enough anyway. We've managed to get all of the growing stuff done. Hot plants are about halfway there. I'm hoping to refine enough steel to fill this entire area by the time these hot plants are ready to harvest, because I do suspect that these will fill pretty much most of this room quite easily. In no time at all. That's the hope anyway. I want these to be full, like round the clock. Maybe not during winter, because that's probably not necessarily going to be a thing, since I won't be actually growing stuff during the winter anyway. So I don't really like doing the indoor hydroponic stuff. Just doesn't seem right to me. But anyway, we need some ice. We also need hay so we can make ice, and it looks like we are out of both of those things. So we have 3 farms worth of hay grass, which should keep the animals fed during the winter times, but also allow us to make some ice as well to refrigerate our meats. In fact, these are on the verge of going moldy, so let's get that jerked meats order back on so that we don't lose some meat unnecessarily. Yeah, we had lots of lynx attackers recently, so that's where most of our resources have come from. Did we find a steel vein? Oh yes, we did. We found this one here, which should hopefully be enough to complete all of our fermenting barrels. That's the hope, at least. In fact, maybe I should fill this area out, as we are planning to do. The psychic drone is ending. Wonderful. I don't know what I'll do here. Maybe this will be where I store some stuff. I don't know though. I haven't decided. But I kind of do need this stone hearth in here. But maybe the braziers are actually going to be able to maintain a decent temperature. If I toggle power on that, we'll find out soon enough. Where are you going? You seem to have a purpose. Oh, you're going to hunt a rat halfway across the map. Fair enough. Goodbye, rat. Yep, there he goes. Alright, idle colonists. We can't be having that now, can we? It's the problem with these specialised requests. I'm lost on what to do, I suppose. Yeah, we got tailoring there, but we don't have one on here, so maybe I can get somebody to make something interesting on this one. Let's get them to make some... I don't know. Summer cape. We're not likely to be wearing them, I wouldn't imagine. Everybody's lacking their winter cloaks at the moment, so maybe we can do a do until you have order. Because we've got 2,000 leathers and furs and things like that, which is ridiculously awesome. As far as this is concerned, I suppose we could make some puzzle boxes. Do until we have 10 puzzle boxes. We use wood for that, so I'm going to have to chop down some trees again. That'll give another job for people. Okay, and then... oh yeah, we wanted to extend out this growing zone as well. We deconstructed a bit of the fence so that we could do this. And we'll make... I guess we'll leave it at potatoes. We're not actually making many foods at the moment, actually. That's probably a mistake. We've only got the corn going at the moment. So you know what? This one here. In fact, you know what? Let's just... I will eventually turn this back into... something else, but for now, why don't we make a new growing zone, temporarily of course, and make something like strawberries. Since we are actually low on food, we do really need it, but at the same time I don't really want to... Ooh, an ambrosia sprout. Pretty close to base as well. I don't really want to stop growing this, because I kind of need the hay at the same time, so... temporary zones like this should be just fine. We'll say don't allow sowing. Hopefully the animals don't chew on it, but we all know they probably will. So, low food. We got 2 days worth of food in storage. Fair enough. Let's have a look-see, and... Ooh, there's a muffalo there. We'll try and tame you. Male, and another male. Muffalos are useful, though, because we do have a tailoring task. That's ours. We do have a tailoring task. Currently, constantly assigned, so getting muffalo wool's quite nice, and if we ever get a female, we can get ourselves muffalo milk, and also the pretty good pack animals as well, so it's good for trading. It's pretty nice. We've run out. Our lynx meat ran out, but I think it's only because we couldn't actually turn it into jerked meats. Speaking of, yeah, while we don't have hay grass, refrigerating things is not likely to happen. An ibex has been trained. Interesting. I don't know if I care about ibexes. I will murder you. Has this order not been sorted? Is that another? Wow, another ambrosia sprout. Very nice. Hopefully they don't chop down the sprouts in the tree area. And we've also got some alpha beavers as well. We're getting an abundance of resources right off the bat. I'm very happy about that. Although they are going to take some resources that we're struggling to find if we don't hunt them quick enough anyway. Look at them go. Ah, enjoying the room. We should be getting a pretty good, slightly impressive bedroom, very pleasant environment, impressive rec room, feeling great. Nice. The better the mood, the more efficient their work speed, and I think it affects the quality of any products they make as well. Either way, everything getting a bump in quality is very nice. And I can get behind that. Lovely little ants. Herd migration of elephants. Wow. 40 of them. Surprised that isn't murdering my frame rate. Usually does when the insect hives come along. They when they start spreading, at least. Did I like just randomly leave a bit unmined? Impassable mineable rocks. Oh, this is a granite wall. Oh, right. Deconstruct then. We didn't get tailored socks, 59 of them. Interesting. 59 tailored socks. We could manage that. I don't know if it's worth the resources, but let's go tailored socks. Do until we have, go into here, do until we have 60. Tailored socks, same again, do until we have 60. This I will bring down to 6, because he's making one right now and I want him to finish as soon as he's done that one. So we'll leave that as is. You're ours, aren't you? Yes. My faithful polar bear. Oh, I thought you were going to do some training, but apparently not. Wouldn't mind mining a little bit further in, just to check that there's definitely no steel in there. There probably won't be any in here. I could just do that and that to find out. And that to be sure. Oops. Don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. And that's likely to get a good impression of all of the area. It's going to actually force hive spawns. I'm not sure if they're removed in this version of the game, this mod. But I know mechanoids are, so maybe insect hives seem like something that's not very medieval focused. Oh, the animals chewing on my hops. That's fine, I suppose. Oh yeah, if I don't allow them to sow, they won't finish the job. Silly me. Ooh, we got some shoddy and normal stuff there. Could do with being a bit better than that though, can't we? Artisan station. Make me some more artwork, please. The puzzle box requires wood. Also bricks as well, they're using them out of. Which is fair enough. We do lack wood. Again! Oh my god. I might just like set them a growing zone like this big on trees. Oh, rats are entering the area. Defend yourselves. Wonderful. Everybody should be fine, to be honest. They're just rats after all. But I shall keep my eye out. Oh. Brexios. You being you're being attacked by a rat. Melee attack the rat. Come on. God damn it, come on. There you go. Alright, go do your thing. As you get injured, I will know that there are rats to deal with in the area. Oh, Stepan. Being attacked by a rat. The ones with the melee weapons are just going to make quick work of them, which is good. And then they'll all go rest, because that's exactly what they should do when they're injured. Okay. Problem solved, maybe. Don't think I hadn't spotted you, right, mate. Keep going. Tuck around the side. Just delay them a little bit and then we'll get you to fight. He'll get a few free shots on shore, but Zeke will start firing. Trobo will also release his animals and get involved. We'll head down this way. Alright, fire. Start attacking back. Yeah, you're fleeing now, aren't you? Get him. Nice shot. Alright. Can do without you now. There we go. Wonderful. Undraft you all. I think that's all of the rats, and that's definitely the fox dealt with. Akuja on the job. We've got 5 medicine left. Jeez. Let me just make sure everybody's tended to. Not mate, but mate is not currently back in bed. Manu, yeah, you've been tended to. Hurry up, buddy. Head on back so Akuja can do his job. An excuse to hunt rats, as pathetic as the meat you get off them, is quite nice. Rest until healed, buddy. You don't have to keep working. Get some time off. And hopefully you don't get infections. Because that would suck. Look at that. We got 24 fermenting barrels at the moment. It's very nice. It's what I like to see. So how's this mining coming along? Making decent progress on it, I suppose. We've had these exploratory mining areas here though, so we've not really managed to get to the steel, because I imagine that they're going to the closest one every time. Which is fine. We're in no immediate rush. Until all of these hot plants are ready to harvest, none of this really matters, so... It's 15 degrees in there. Ideally, should be somewhere in the middle. At all times. So in winter, should not go below 7. In summer, should stay below 32. which we got the passive cooler to keep it around 16, and then these are trying to warm it up, I guess. I think it's 16 that the passive cooler leaves it on. I could be wrong about that, but pretty sure I'm not. But yeah, constant refueling of all of those things should be just fine. In fact, knowing full well it's 15 degrees right now, 6 outside, the heating off this is enough, so probably just... Do I want to uninstall or just deconstruct this hearthstone? The stone hearth. Wrong game. Let's just deconstruct it. Get the stone blocks back. I'm sure there's a task that requires them that I can get it back for. Ooh, training. 2 out of 7. Nice. Oh, we got the release trained. Just on the hall now. I wish they'd name our polar bear. Needs to be nuzzled. Don't really like calling him Polar Bear 1. But I will. If that's his name. Revenge Cat has been finished. Yay. It's normal quality. Alright. Let's get some kiddie art in our rec room. I don't think anyone else needs it right now. Everyone else's room got some artwork. Actually, yours is missing some. So let's get that installed into the corner somewhere. Put it there, I suppose. It's a little cramped in there, but hopefully they don't mind. I certainly don't. How are these trees coming along? About halfway on those ones. These are on the verge of being harvested, as are these. That's very nice. These are about halfway as well. These are about 20%. Alright. Well, what I'll do is I will perform the task that I said I would. I'm going to make a very large growing zone to keep people busy. It's going to be poplar. And hopefully from this growing zone as well, all the trees will spread out and actually start growing. Might do the same in a small fashion over here. Let's go poplar tree. Because I think trees only spread from other trees. So if I set these little growing zones here, we might actually be able to revitalise the population a little bit. Who knows? Certainly though, there are a lot of people who can do nothing most of the time, and we definitely need the wood, so it's not as if it's going to be a waste of time. Let's get those planted. Ooh, the gentleman has been finished. Nice. I think it's this one here. Certainly is. That one can go into this corner then. What's missing from this rec room? Billiards table. Yeah, that's quite the thing to get in there. Don't know how we'd manage that. Summer has begun. Wonderful. Probably means that we're going to have to start putting passive coolers back in everyone's rooms. It seems that they have disappeared for the most part. They've not been refueled and just been abandoned, really. Our animals are apparently attacking our hops quite aggressively. Really wish they wouldn't, but stops them complaining about starving to death, which seems to be a common thing for them. And honestly, we're probably producing plenty enough as it is. Now that we've got rid of that stone hearth, we can fill in this gap here as well. And those fermenting barrels should be perfect. This is not a gather spot. Don't gather there, please. So excited for when we can start selling beers. We're going to get so rich. It's going to be great. And then we'll be having a fun time with alcohol required. How many socks have we made? Tailored socks, 24. Making good use of all of that tailoring stuff. I never actually found out where in the world the tailoring job is located, actually, but it's usually one of these. Maybe? This one? This one? It's very far away, wherever it is. I don't know, is there, maybe you guys know better than I do. Is there a way to find out where active trade deals are? Oh yeah, we're supposed to go for the elixir of life as well. It's probably well defended, is the thing. But we'll probably approach that on a future episode, though. It's a little late to head there right now. I honestly have no idea where this trade deal was. History, maybe? Playing for nearly 18 hours, Jesus Christ. This is a long place. Been going on for quite some time. I don't know. Local raccoon is coming to murder us. Shouldn't get very far. Unless, of course, you guys actively go and seek it out like you have. Kanto doesn't have a weapon. Yeah. Well, he can help me punch this raccoon anyway. And then we'll give him a weapon. There we go. Alright, Kanto, what kind of weapons do you like? None of them. Okay. Let's give you this superior short sword, I guess. Don't really have much use for ranged units, to be honest. It's very melee focused. Ooh, would you look at that? Beautiful. Alright, what I want to do is probably replicate that on this side as well. So, deconstruct that. And then we want to do the same every other block along this wall. And that allows us to shoot over the sides, and then maybe we can actually make some good use out of ranged units. Boop. Boop. We get some resources back, but we will be putting them straight back into the wall anyway. Makes a slight loss on resources here, but, you know, it's fine. This is the one that's most important to be rebuilt, though, because this is the one that raiders can actually access if they try to do so, anyway. So we'll have to wait until morning for that, as everybody seems a little bit busy right now. Would you look at that? They've been quite busy on that one there. Very nice. Jesus Christ, Alright, what I'm gonna do... That's a bit extreme. Animal area. Not allowed. Stay away. You've blown it. It's a caravan request for an elixir of healing. Interesting. New one, 11 death masks. Interesting. I could make 11 death masks. And I could go up there and I could make a pretty decent trade. Alright, so let's go back to here. I think you make death masks at the tailoring station, right? Maybe? No. In here, maybe? Death masks, death masks, death masks. I think it's a crafting thing. Probably from the crafting spot specifically. Let's have a look. Production, crafting spot. Boop. I have seen it somewhere. A war mask. Where's death mask? There's so many things that I'm probably just skipping over it somewhere. It's not there though. In here? Stuffed doll. Wooden boots. Should stress that just because I'm scrolling over things doesn't mean I'm actually reading exactly what I'm scrolling over. It's in here somewhere. Domed helmet. I honestly don't know. Death mask. Death mask. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point, but that seems a pretty easy one to produce. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave off the episode here anyway, because we've run on long enough. I do hope you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully by the end of next episode we should get our first hop harvest in and start producing some lovely, lovely beers. So if you want to check that out, then be sure to like, subscribe, and if you hit that little bell icon as well, right next to the subscription button, that'll give you notifications when I release new videos. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.